The last time that I talked to you, I had just finished a few movies such as Defiant Ones 3, Don't Trip, and This Here Banjo. So a lot has happened since the end of last year. My friend premiered a few of the movies that I've worked on at a film festival that he calls Winter Reel. I got to watch myself act in the very first movie that I was in with Rockledge Studios, and it's called Never Wonder. So I entered this film world portal in like May of 2023. I had just posted my first album called Hear My Browness. I took the picture at a certain location in the Bosque. In the summer of 2023, the river had run over the land, and so I couldn't walk on the same trail, but there was this huge lagoon looking watershed that I found there. And so I decided to take a picture in front of it. And I posted it on social media, and my friend saw it and he decided to reach out and ask me where that location was because he was filming a movie called Never Wonder. I didn't really know what to expect. I thought it was just going to be like, this great adventure to just show him where I took the picture. But I remember the water had already disappeared by then. So we kind of just took a walk in the forest and talked about the movie, and I was asked if I wanted to be part of crew or acting. I remember being very fearful of the idea, so I kind of voiced that maybe I should start off as a crew member and then slowly work my way into acting. But he told me, well, you gotta just jump into it sometimes, and there's no wrong or right way of doing it. I mean, yes, you have to, do the homework of acting, but when you're starting off in like independent films, it's almost like acting classes for actors. I was very fearful, but he nevertheless offered me the role to play Tiger Lily. I just thought Tiger Lily has always been a really cool character, in the world of Disney. So yeah, I saw myself act on the big screen at Black Cat Theater. Just hearing my voice alone was like kind of scary, but at the same time, it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, just because everyone was very supportive. Another movie that I got to watch at the premiere was King Arthur and the Emerald Knight. I did the makeup for Morther for the first time. So I ended up creating that look, and then I continued to do that look for many other times during this year. I was invited back to do makeup for the last movie of the King Arthur series for my friend's YouTube channel. And it's called King Arthur Return to Avalon, which is the fourth movie, and sadly, the last movie of the franchise, of the series. So when I returned to King Arthur, I was asked to do a look for guts for a certain character. So I had no idea how I was going to go about it. I was kind of just thinking of using like ground beef, for like a very simple, fast look. But my mom is actually the one who came to me and with an idea that she found on the internet. This look involves nylons. I bought cotton balls, and then she sewed the pieces together in order to give the gruesome sausage look of guts. This is the look, very stuck. So this is just one big nylon, and I just stuffed it with cotton, and then I twisted it, and she sewed in the middle. We had to pinch this together and then sew it in the middle in order to give just more detail. Because if we didn't do that, it would just be like balls, and it wouldn't have been the same. Once my mom sewed them together, I used Sharpies and washable markers to color the redness and then the veins, just for like that extra detail. But in order to keep the detail that I drew, I read that I had to use liquid latex. I just used that and I used a paintbrush to paint it on, which probably was the hardest part of the entire look, only because liquid latex smells like rotten fish. And I don't know why it smells like that, but I had to inhale a lot of that while I painted this. And what the liquid latex did was that it protected the detail on it. So once I dipped it in, you were still able to see the detail on it. This is dried up fake blood on the box of gloves, which I was just like constantly pulling because I would use a pair of gloves for one look of makeup and then I had to go back and get something and I couldn't get it with like bloody hands. So I would, I set up my own little station. I had my own little plastic bag and I would throw away the dirty gloves and then get new ones constantly. I was that entire day and it was so hot. It was so freaking hot. So I was going back and forth, sweating and getting super dirty with all the dust. It was crazy. It was a very crazy adventure. So at the end of the night, we had to clean everything up. All the trash, all the food, all the materials, the costumes. But it was okay. Everything was good. We're literally just there because we love movies and we get it done with whatever way that we can.
That is a picture wrap on Tiger Lily. Woo!
Over the years, filming has been very important to me. I've loved movies since I was a little girl. My parents would take us to Blockbuster or Hollywood Video every Friday night and they would buy us a pizza. We'd rent a movie and then go back home and, watch the movies that we rented. And then I ended up getting into the film industry, the independent side of the film industry. I achieved that dream by just not expecting anything more than just receiving the experience of it. So in return, I've gained a mountain of experience and I have gained so many skills and so many life lessons. I can do it and I can collaborate and be part of a group of people who share the same love for movies like I do. So no, we don't get paid for the work that we do. But because we don't get paid, we receive these awards called Paper Plate Awards. They're just awards that they give us in order to acknowledge our work. The third one that I got recently is called the Blood Queen Award for all the bloody looks that I did on set for King Arthur. Really proud of this one just because not only does it acknowledge all the looks that I did, but it also just symbolizes, kind of an ending that I feel that I'm coming to when it comes to movies. I feel like I've been on this crazy journey with movies since I was 27. It was my dream, but also it's when my Saturn return began. And I feel like ever since then, it's been like this roller coaster that I've been on. And movies were there to help me channel my feelings into a creative project that I could be proud of, especially working with other people, because I had always created music in my room by myself with no help. And so movies came in to show me what it means to collaborate with people. As much as I did believe in myself, there was also like another side, who sometimes doubted myself. For some reason this year, maybe it's because it's the year of the fire horse, everyone is just like fired up. The energy of this year, I kind of like found my confidence again. And because I see it now, it almost feels like this time in my life is coming to a close. Because of that reason, just graduating from all the life lessons I had to go through as a makeup artist in the independent film industry. I don't want to say that I'm like, oh, I'm quitting movies forever. I'm never going to do anything that has to do with movies. I just feel like, it's probably time for me to start a new life. Maybe I'll go back to school, to pursue a master's. I'll always love movies. Maybe I'll love them more if I talk about them with other people and make that into a career somehow. I am glad that I did jump into the fire, and I didn't mind getting dirty and sticky from all the fake blood. I didn't mind how hot it was, how cold it was. I just did it all without a thought in this world. I just did it because I love it that much. Movies saved my life in a way that nobody knows. I don't know what my next move is. I just know that I feel powerful enough to take that leap of faith now and work toward a new life. And I hope that you are also trying to either maintain the great life that you have, or are coming to the realization that you also want to build a new life for yourself. So all I have to say is do it. Don't look back. Just jump into the fire and do it.
I think Tiger Lily is the coolest character.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm really just thankful that I got to play with all of you today. Thank you.
This comments, I tell it to everyone.